Mathematics, Advanced Subsidiary Level, Paper 2, 2024, Part 3. Question number 6a. Show that the exact value of, and this is integration, between pi over 3 and 0, cos square x plus 1 over cos square x dx, and then you must arrive at this answer. Okay, not start with it, just end with it. Okay, now where will I find? So I want, because I'm going to use it there, I want you in the y equals mx plus c mathematics textbook. If you look there on page 5 to 7 at the bottom, that's a very important statement. I'm going to write down now. It's going to be cos square x is equal to a half 1 plus cos 2x. Okay, because that is going to help you a lot if you simplify or go into the integration. So let's just start. Now I prefer always first just write it down. So it's pi over 3 and it's 0. And it's cos square x plus 1 over cos square x, and it's going to be dx. Okay, so before I start, let's just replace that. So keep your integration, and now I'm just going to say that half, and then it's 1 plus cos 2x, and then don't forget to bring this one up and make it sec square x, and it's going to be 2dx. Okay, now if I'm simplified a little bit further, okay, just before I go into the integration, so it's going to be a half plus a half cos 2x plus sec square x, and that's still going to integrate 2x. Okay, now I'm ready for that integration. Now, if you look in the also on page 5 to 6, there's a very nice table where you will find how to integrate the Strich functions. So let's just start. So I'm going to start by saying a half, and that was just a constant, so it's getting an x. That's easy. Plus a half, but now, because if you look there, there's a 2, I multiply with another half, and it becomes sin 2x. Okay, and then sec square x, look in that table, that become, and I always say that, please memorize that things before the exam. You memorize so many things in other subjects, and if it comes to mathematics, then you sometimes don't want to memorize too many things. Okay, but especially with this kind of thing, so make sure it's not going to appear all in the formula sheet, so you can just memorize this especially on this trigonometric integration. Okay, so now I'm going to do my substitution. So now I'm ready. So it's going to be a half, and then I substitute pi over 3 plus a quarter, and then sin 2 pi over 3 plus tan pi over 3. Okay, minus a half, 0, plus, I'm doing the same, a quarter. Okay, so I'm just a quarter, yes, sin 2, 0, plus tan 0. Okay, okay. This will, but don't always assume it will become 0. Rather just substitute and then check if it becomes 0. Okay, so, and if I simplify, this is going to be now pi over 6 plus a quarter sin 2 pi over 3 plus tan pi over 3, and luckily that all become 0. Okay, now what am I going to use also now? You can look on page 443. You will find the special angles in the unit circle. Okay, now if you go to the basic one, so then you will find, I'll show you now where you come, but the basic one, let's just draw the basic one. Remember, it's an equilateral triangle. And then basically, I'm just going to, this was 2, this is 1, and with Pythagoras square root 3. Remember, this was pi, this is 60, but pi over 3, and then this one is pi over 6. Okay. So this one is fine. We don't have a problem with this one, pi over 6. We don't have a problem with the quarter, but this sin, we must do this. Now, if you look at that special in the unit, you will see it's at 120. But if at 120, that is still going to be negative a half. It's just bringing the signs in. And square root 3 over 2. But luckily with this one, this is the cos, this is the sin. So it's just bringing that sign in. But for this one, you can basically then just say it's sin still, opposite over adjacent. So this one will stay the same. But it's always, if it's going over the 90, so just, there can be that that brings an extra sign in or change to a negative. But not in this case. So square root 3 over 2. Okay. This one, it's the simple one, so it's just pi over 3, so it's opposite over adjacent, so it's just square root 3 over 1. Okay, and if I simplify this further, it's going to be pi over 6 plus square root 3 over 8 plus square root 3 over 1. Now that's a pi over 6, but this 2 can simplify. So I times 8, I times 8, and then I have pi over 6, 8 plus 1, so it's going to be 9 square root 3 over 8, or 9 over 8 square root 3, and that was exactly what they wanted me to establish. Question number B. The diagram shows the curve for y equals cos x plus 1 over cos x for x is bigger than equal to 0 and smaller than equal to pi over 3. Okay, that's your boundaries. The shaded region is bounded by the curve and the lines. Okay, so x is equal to 0. It cuts the exact there. Pi over 3 and this one there. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to show you the bottom there. Okay, find the exact volume of the solid obtained when the shaded region is rotated completely about the x-axis. Okay, now where will I find this? In the y equals mx plus c mathematics textbook. This will be volume rotated 360 degrees about the x-axis. And you will find there on page 344. Look there at example 31. That's definitely going to help you. Okay, so let's just start. Remember with a volume, it's pi, and I must take the equation and I must square it. Okay, so let's start by doing that. So the volume is equal to pi, okay, and then it's square root 3 pi over 3 and 0, and I take the formula and it's going to be cos x plus 1 over cos x, and I square it and it's integrated. Okay, so now I'm just going to multiply it out. So if I multiply out this, now I think due to the fact that you can do it without long, but I rather want to show you how to do it with long. Okay, I'm just going to take, So if you take, I'm just going to do it here on the side, cos x plus, okay, let's just find a bigger space. You can even go to the extra sheet of paper, but I don't want. Okay, I think if you, I'm rather going to do it here, but you can go to the additional page, but not your own page. Cos x plus 1 over cos x, because I think most of you can do the short method and you don't have to go into the long multiplication. But I'll repeat the short as soon as the long is finished. So, okay, so cos times cos, this is going to be cos square x. Okay, plus this times this is going to be cos x over cos x. This times this is going to be cos x over cos x. This times this is 1 over cos square x. And then this is going to be cos square x plus 1, can you see? Plus, I will just write the final, plus 1 over cos square x. Okay, so I think it's not so difficult to do it also on the short method. You can just say it like this, and I'm going to say it now for you. You square the first one, so it's cos square x. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you multiply the two with each other. So, basically, so it's going to be cos and times 2. So it's cos over cos, which is 1 times 2 is going to be plus 2. Do you see that? And then you square the last one. So it's actually not so difficult to just do it like that. Okay. And then it's going to be dx. Okay, now I just going to rearrange it a little bit. So can I just, I wanted to rearrange, but because now I want you to look at A. So if I rearrange it, and I'm going to make it cos square x plus 1 over cos square x plus 2 dx. Okay. Are you seeing? Let's go to the previous page. Did you see why I was just rearrange it? Did you see that? That's exactly. So it's actually also indirectly by saying hence. So they already did that integration, or we did that integration. So basically, if I must, and I think it's the best if I break it up, it's almost, because it's just addition. It's almost like if I have pi and I have, okay, I'm just breaking it up, and I have cos square x plus 1 over cos square x dx plus, okay, and don't forget, now you have to repeat the same thing. I'm just, for the video's sake, I'm breaking it up. Okay, and then 2, and then dx. Remember, it's already squared. I'm just have to integrate now. Now, it's just the pi, but I already integrated that. Did you see that? Because I already, in the previous one, and I already substitute the pi and the 0. Okay, so that is already done. Okay, so I think, let me see. Yes, I already did this part. So I'm just going to say it's going to be pi over 6 plus, that's the previous answer. And that's already substituted in. But this one must still be integrated. Okay, let's just, that not equal, plus. So keep your pi, and then it's going to become 2x. Do you agree? And I did not, because I want to show you just. Remember, after you did this one, you also already substitute that, and then you got. So that part is already done. It's just the pi that's still there. Okay. So for this one, I still have to go pi over 3, and I have to go 0. Okay. So if I'm going to finish this one, okay, I can just... okay, I think rather not to to become too messy. Let's rather get everything to the same level. Square root 3. Okay, so if I substitute, so every time I want to put an equal. Okay, so it's going to be pi, and then don't forget it's going to be 2 pi over 3, okay, minus 2 and then the 0. Okay, and that's going to be like that. Okay, now I think I can multiply in. So I'm going to get pi square over 6 plus 9 over 8. 9, we can make it, yes, 9 over 8 square root 3. But don't forget the pi. Pi, it's on top, or doesn't matter, you can just put it there. Plus 2 pi square, also pi square, and it's over 3. Okay, and now I can see. Okay, so there I see this is. Can you see there? This is a pi square. That's only 1 pi. So I can go and I can multiply this with 2, make the denominators the same. So then I'm getting 4 plus 1, so it's 5 pi square over 6 plus 9 square root 3 pi. I think it's better that we make it a long line over 8. I think that will be better. Okay, and that is your final answer. Okay, so let's go to the exam report. Okay, so on the exam report, question 6. It was moderately answered. Most learners realized they had to convert cos 2x to double angles. They also applied the theorem of 1 over cos squared x to sec squared x correctly. Candidates must be discouraged to do 2 steps in one. It was seen that candidates changed cos squared x to double angles and integrated in the same step. This normally led to the loss of accuracy in the integration. A common mistake made was where candidates concluded that this is equal to this. Candidates must show the substitution of the boundaries into the integrated expression, not only the answers of the substitution. It was also seen that candidates did not replace cos 2a from the formula sheet with cos 2x, or they wrongly used a combination of theta and x as variables. Candidates need to stick to the given variable. So don't use the one on the formula sheet, use the one that they use in the question. And then question B was moderately answered. It was sad to see how many candidates did not know the formula for a revolution about the x-axis. The pi was omitted regularly. Many candidates struggled to expand the brackets correctly. The minority of candidates realized they could use the quoted answer of part A in part B. Most of them redid all the work they did already. Always, when it's a B, just make sure it's not connected to A. Okay, so let's just go there to the question. Okay, so basically, if I was looking at this, let's just see where they gave you the marks. They gave you the marks for where K and K2 is not 0. I think where you expand, where they see you use that. Okay. And then you came to that one. Okay. After you use that. So they gave you for that one. That's why I said it's to just memorize it there directly. It's going to help you a lot. And then if they even gave you a mark if you go to sec squared, that's very good. And then if after you integrated correctly, they gave you a mark. And then if you did your substitution, they gave you a mark. And then for the establishment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks. I want to control that it was 6 on the answer on the question paper. Yes. Okay, and then the next one, pi may be applied or seen. Okay, after you, it's like this. And then after you did that, you multiply out. Don't forget your pi. You came to that. And then by using that, did you see they also break it up? Okay, very good. And then by just substituting. The pi can, as I said, it can either be, but it can also be on top. Because why can it be on top? Because if you have 5 over 6 multiply pi square over 1, then it can also be written as 5 pi square over 6. But it can also be written like that. Both is correct. And that is your final answer. Let's just see OR. So let's look at the OR part. Basically, the OR part was just if you didn't use A and you started and you integrated from the beginning. Okay, so I would say this was the longer method that they showed you there.
Exam tips!
Let's check your answers.
I tried 2 different methods. But then I realized my mistake, so I tried again. So my final answer is 6.
Wait, Anna, you can't leave both methods. You should delete the wrong one.
Upi is right. If you leave multiple methods, the examiner will only mark the first one, even if it's incorrect. Always cross out mistakes so your correct work is graded. Lesson learned?
Only keep the correct method.